Hey, good morning. It's Tuesday, Mars Day. So much astrology going on, but we'll save that for tomorrow. Anyhow, it's Heal Your Body class. I'm sure healing, something needs to heal. Um, it's fall, it's autumn season. Outside my window, it's raining, wet, like wet, soggy fall, which just says, like, come inside and eat soup. So, like, what's your body saying, right? Calling you towards cozy, warm, restful, but also the wind is kicked up, right? So that also means we need to settle the wind, right? So just pause. Like, how is wind manifesting in your body? Is it a little floaty up there and scattered? Are the joints popping a lot? Are you a little bit more bloated, gassy, water retention, little swelling, so dampness, right? We can have more than one characteristic happening at one time, right? We can have wind and damp. Yeah, lots of fun. So just pausing, feeling into the body, seeing how things are manifesting. Of course, settling the wind is turning towards yin, right? The inward turn towards yin. Longer holds, restful places, joint movements. And then depending on, do we need some forward folds? Do we need some twists? Like, just feeling into the body on what's needed. It's always a great day for joint practices. It's always a great day for womb yoga. So let's see what we get into. Yay. All right. We said yin. So let's come down onto our backs. Maybe the knees are bent, and I happen to have a blanket right here, so I'm just gonna leave that right there under my head. And I'm thinking yin. I want some of that softness, a little cushy, fuzzy, bringing out your inner. What are they calling themselves? Not fuzzies, furries. Yeah, it's all new. It's a whole new type of human furry hybrid. We did this excellent breath last class that I think we should bring back, which is a three-part breath. So just bring the hands into the belly, elbows are on the floor, everything relaxed, and just breathe into the lower abdomen, let the body melt into the floor. Breathe, belly expands, exhale, melting. Can you go through the floor? Through however many floors are underneath you and into the earth. Breathe into the belly. Let the breath massage around the organs. Breathe into the back part of the belly. So you're laying here on the floor. You can feel the tissue around sacrum, SI joint, and just press the floor with the breath. Shift the hands a little higher, somewhere into the chest region, on the ribs, on the breast tissue, a little bit of both. Breathe, back body, front body, side body, in between the ribs body. We have lung tissue in the back part of the body, right? Just down below. Right, so we've got all this lung tissue in the back part of the body. That's different from like breathing into the sacrum. So we're just doing three-part breath, laying down, grounding the winds. That's our MO today. However, the winds are showing up for you. We're here at the chest region, breathing. And we actually have lung tissue here. So breathe into it. Feel like you're breathing into the floor, just like you let your body melt into the floor. Now your breath is melting through the floor, going through the back body and into the floor. Shifting hands a little bit higher. We're up at the shoulder thoracic region, and here also we're breathing. Front and back. Feel how high up the lung tissue goes. Just laying down three-part breath does so many things. Massaging the vagus nerve, settling the winds, getting us just into our breath. And we might be feeling constriction in the chest, other autumn things. So, lung, large intestine, metal phase things could be coming online here. The chest, constriction, little bit of grief vibes, heaviness, phlegm. Maybe you've already enjoyed a first pathogen of the season. Don't forget about that lung tissue in the back part of the body, under the armpit. Give the arms a big stretch overhead. Ah, a couple of zigzag twists. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Movement with the breath moves chi in the body. Chi prana, ki. Here, a synonymous concept, life force energy. What else is happening in your body? What are the creaky places? Where perhaps is that dampness or stagnation settling? And for me, it's the hips and low back. Goodness gracious. Bring it back to center. Draw knees in towards the chest. Give the legs a hug. Let's move through circles. Knees in towards chest, knees away. And opposite direction. And let's take this into circles in opposite. And switch. So a little rocking motion as we circle in opposites. Go back the first direction. Just seeing if we can get some loosening, nourishing, flowing fluids in these giant spaces. Take it side to side. Just doing a little improv here with my side to side movements, finding spaces that need stretching. That feels really good. Almost doing like a double leg twist here, right? Because when we just let our practice unfold, we might discover things. So I'm almost doing a double leg twist here. Oh, now I'm doing just a full on double leg twist. So explore a little. All right. Oof. Got all sorts of things releasing. But this double leg twist, I'm also like supporting my legs from underneath. So I guess it's a little improv time. Are you discovering anything in your twist? Something about this is hitting the spot. This side significantly tighter, but it's still hitting the spot. All right, we're back to the center. We're stretching the leg and stretching the arm. Big stretch to the body. We're going to take a little roll onto a side. Use both hands to come up. And let's come onto hands and knees. And don't hesitate to add padding. blanket, something soft underneath. We've got fingers spread really wide, arching, looking up. Exhale, spine towards ceiling. This is cat pose breathing. Inhaling. Be mindful of how much you're going to arch. Uh, Not so much the arch, but the flex. How much you're going to arch the low back here. You don't have to do a lot. It can just be a little. Nice. Back on this side body thing. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the head, find the heel. Inhale, center. Move as slowly or as dynamically as you'd like to today. If we want to settle the winds, we want to move pretty slow and we want to hold. We're back in the center. We're taking a delicious child's pose. Slowly coming up. We're here in Vajradasana diamond pose. And let's roll, just like futzing with my clothes. Don't mind me. Let's go. Shoulder circles. Shoulder circles in opposite direction. Go back the first direction. Relax the jaw. And switch. Shrug the shoulders, shake out the arms, big shoulder circles, trace with elbows. And switch. Little swing of the arms. Shaking out the arm. Shake the wrist. Interlace fingers, wiggle wrist. Opposite direction, wiggle the wrist. Kind of feels funny. Arms out in front, fist with the thumb on the inside, up and down. And circle. And flat palm. Interlace fingers behind you. Squeeze open the chest. Take a child's pose with arms by the side of the body. Slowly coming up, we're back in diamond pose. Inhale, chin back. Exhale, chin towards chest. So we're using diamond pose Vajradasana to support if gas is building in digestive tract. This is a really beautiful pose, just elongates the whole digestive system. Let's go right and left movement. From ear to shoulder. Half circle. Making our way back up. Thoracic movement, just chest forward. And let the hands slide on the legs, inhale. Lots of sound in there. Big inhale up, interlace fingers, stretch towards ceiling. Reach around to the back, interlace fingers, chest forward. Child's pose, arms out in front. Onto fingertips, walk the fingertips over to the right side. And walk the fingertips over to the left. Walk the fingertips forward. Rest for a couple breaths. Slowly coming up, downward facing dog. Fingers spread nice and wide, right from child's pose. Tuck in the toes. Bend in the knees, soft tilt in the hips. And we're just hanging out. Enjoying a little upside down time. Could be some pedaling through the backs of the legs. Walk the feet forward. Walk the hands back. Forward fold. Tabletop. Inhale, arching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arching. Exhale, forward fold. Walk hands forward. Walk feet back, downward facing dog. Child's pose. Breathe and settle. Slowly coming up. And we're going to do a little bit of dynamic movement in low lunge. I'm going to bring a blanket for some padding. Right knee down, left foot in front. We're just doing a little range of motion from here. Just starting with some pelvic tilting. Hips tilt forward, hips tilt back. Feeling Little range here. Maybe that front foot goes a little bit farther forward. And we're just going through part of that range for the hip, front part of the hip. And now, exhale. Let's try the other side. See what's happening over there. Starting with some pelvic tilting. Tilt forward. Tailbone tucks under. Just feeling a little bit of that range. Take that foot a little bit further forward. Forward and back. Keep breathing. Inhale. Definitely getting one of my spots there. Nice. Go back to the first side. Range of motion. See what you're feeling between the two sides. We want to try to move evenly and straightly. That will also depend on the alignment of many parts of our anatomy. Let's think awareness, like just observing. Okay, now take this out to the side. The right knee is still down, left leg's out to the side, and now we're just doing range of motion, really feeling into the adductors. Try to stay light, like try to stay up here. Even though we're like, but we want to ground, right? You nourish it, yes, yes. For this movement, go back to the other side. So switch sides, let's go forward and back. So don't hesitate to put that padding under the knee. Like you're not tougher just because you didn't put the padding. Let's take this to the side. You know, just kind of feel fluid with it, even though it really may not feel very fluid. Easy range of motion. Nice. We're back to center. Let's bring a little symmetry. Also, earth face stretch or Supta Vajradasana. So we made space between. We're sitting between the heels. We're reaching back with the hands. Nice stretch for front part of the body. Activation. Spleen and stomach channels. Child's pose with arms by the side. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog with a little range of motion. So we're coming down, untuck the toes, chest forward, and then we're just sort of dropping a little side to side. Little child's pose. All the way up, seated position. I'm going to bring that blanket back under. Have some support under the bum. A little lift. Legs extended. Feet flexed. Our starting position. Camera woman. Janusarsasana, head to knee pose. Bring the right foot straight back, pressing on the inside. Take a moment, like feel everything grounding. We might inhale, stretch up, exhale, reach forward. How far forward? Okay, if you can reach that foot, cool. But reach evenly with both arms. And then hang out. Flex this foot. Open up between those toes. And if the body settles, you could go a little bit further. And with the next inhale, we'll back up. Again, feel that starting position all the way to the sthiti, which is Sanskrit word for the starting position. Just feel that for a second. Right now, this is settling, right? If we want to settle the winds, then anytime we have a chance to pause, we just pause and feel. Opposite side, left leg straight back, presses on the inside of the thigh. Flexible feet, just hang out there for a second. Already things are activating, stretching. Could always be this micro bend in the knee. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, reach forward. Try to reach evenly from the first side. Totally okay if you start with your tighter side when we're doing asymmetrical poses. Then you know your range. Breathing, holding, resting, letting the body settle into the pose. We're not forcing the pose onto the body. Next inhale, we're up here, down. We're stretching both legs. Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. We've also done this as a water phase stretch many times. So I'm on the edge of this blanket and I reach back and I move my flesh a little out of the way. So sits bones are really connecting with the edge of the blanket. My hips are tilted forward. My chest is forward. This is called sthiti, starting position. Feet are flexed. My knees are soft because that's what my hamstrings are going to need today. Softness, inhale, stretch up. Exhale. I've still got all that softening. Like right about here is where pulling, I feel pulling. I could reach for my toes, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stop where it felt like the hamstrings got taut. I'm going to flex those feet. I'm going to breathe right there. I don't really want to piss off my low back any more than it is. I'm just coming into the softening of it all. But you have sweatshirts and everything, and jackets. You guys walking around in like t-shirts and shorts, like cold. Because I'm holding in this pose. I'm breathing into my hamstrings. It's definitely a borderline of comfort and discomfort. Next inhale all the way up. Oh, yeah, while certain things stretched, some things remain uncomfortable. We better take a resting pose in between. Separate the legs, bring the arms behind. Could be ear towards the shoulder, could be head in the center, could be head moves back, and we just give the body a moment to process, right? So this is something else that we can do to sort of retrofit the practice for the autumn season. And that's just these pauses in between for settling. Let the winds settle. Rodi, I want you to take notes. Yep. Yeah. right? And notice the point where it settles. Like that's a really important point of observation in all poses, in meditative practice, any of it, breathing, like that moment of the let down, the shift into the rest response. We want to map those places, those transition moments. Very important. Like that. So if the physical practice, if we're in the sweaty vinyasa class, if it moves too fast, we're always missing out on noticing the point of restfulness. So I'm just bringing the feet into a little, I was almost headed towards Kurmasana, but bringing the hands on either side. And we're back at pelvic tilting here. So just holding in somewhere along the calves there. Sometimes I like to press in on some of the spleen points right there. Nice stretch, both legs. Make windshield wipers. Make wiggle. Little little twist series. First from Sukhasana, easy pose. Inhale in the center. Exhale. Fingertips are behind, pushing the chest forward, turning towards space behind you. Noticed a lot of folks last couple of weeks in the shiatsu in the clinic space. A lot of gallbladder, a lot of liver. We're on this sort of seasonal releasing of the heat from summer. A lot of fascial tension. Let's inhale and exhale. Because we're on our way into those spleeny stomach paradigms, those long, large intestine paradigms. It's super transition time. Transition, finding that restful drop in. Every pose gives us an opportunity for the restful dropping in. Inhale back to center. Couple of wide leg poses. We'll come back to those twists. I need a twist before my hips would let me get into these wide leg poses. Let's turn to the right, breathing in, exhale a little bit forward. We've done, some good downward facing dogs, the standing forward fold, this forward fold. So hammies are a little juicier. Mm. Keep the shoulders even here. Next inhale. Over to opposite side, breathe in. Exhale. This practice feels good today. It feels like probably because I had chiropractic adjustment yesterday. My chiropractor uses almost like an energy medicine style, very, very gentle, extremely effective. Works a little bit better for my body than abrupt cracky. And so sometimes the day after that chiropractic adjustment, everything is like open and willing to move, wanting to self-adjust. So I gotta say this practice feels amazing today. Let's inhale back to the center. Exhale. Hello, liver yin, wood yin. Back in those adductors, inner thighs, activating and nourishing. Slowly coming up, having a moment here in the center space before we bring in that gallbladder stretch. Inhale, exhale, top of thigh or inner thigh, stretching in opposite direction. Inhale up, exhale, opposite. Let's go back to the first side. Inhale, exhale, breathe and hold. Inhale and exhale. And up. We're back to center. We're going to come back to that resting pose. So legs come in a bit, hands come behind, and just drop it on in. Feel free to explore, wiggle in between. Marichi Asana 1. This is a seated twist. We're going to bring the right leg across and wrap with left arm, left wrist, left elbow, left arm to the outside. All our options. Backhand pushing chest forward, turning towards the space behind you. Find places to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. So it's left leg, right arm. I found some water over here. Nice breath in. Exhale. Back to center. Mermaid pose. You're going to bring your mermaid tail to one side and walk over in the opposite direction. Deep twist here. Down on the sacrum. Big breath in. Center. Prasuta Sthiti. Bring the mermaid tail to the opposite side. and twist. Deep twist here. There's some yogic twists that are very deep. Once upon a time, I overextended in one of those deep poses and I think pulled at some of the ligaments in my like almost at the ischial tuberosity, like way down there. So don't mess with these deep twists. Be careful. The mermaid pose. We do this one in prenatal yoga. That feels really good. We're gonna bring it on back to the center. We started with laying down 3-part breath, and let's bring this into seated 3-part breath. So we're finding a comfortable position. And we're gonna do this today with mudras. So the first mudra is chin mudra, just a fist with the thumb on the inside. Chin mudra. No, sorry, that's Adi mudra. Just kidding. I had to think about it for a second. Chin mudra. Press the index finger with the thumb. Chinmaya mudra. Fold the 3 fingers in. Adi mudra. Fist with the thumb on the inside. Brahma mudra. The knuckles touch and you make contact with the abdomen. You're not pressing into the abdomen. That's something different. So something different today. Little mudra actions, feel, or gesture, getting us really into the nerves. So 5 times breathing just to the lower abdomen. Five times to the chest with Chinmaya mudra. Fold the 3 fingers in. Mm. 5 times to the shoulders with Adi mudra. Make a fist with the thumb on the inside. Roll the shoulders up and back. Exhale, the shoulders roll down. Gentle smile on the face. Oh, maybe one more. Right? So seated 3-part breath moves prana up and down the central channel, Shushumna Nadi. We're here with Brahma Mudra, and we're starting with the belly, filling the chest, shoulders, and just bring the arms with you. Shoulders move back and down. Exhale, shoulders. Exhale, chest. Last is the belly. So this is a breath that flows up and down Do three more. Last one. Relax the hands and take a couple of breaths. Feel the expanse of the breath. Feel those flows of prana, tingling, warm, cool flow activation. Spanda, frequency, vibration. And just feel the whole of the body right now. We've come towards the end of this practice. I wonder what comes next. Just feel this body whole and complete, vital and living, even with pain, discomfort, and all of its flaws. Here we are. Something has been refreshed. Let's be kind to ourselves. We are in transitions within transitions. It is a lively time. We've got lots of things on the docket this week in the beauty waste space. So I'll be excited to connect and again and again and again. So thanks for joining. Thanks for enjoying this practice. Let us know how it's settled for you and make excellent choices. Yes. I'll see you soon.